to our first speaker, which is Gina, and she will talk about her work with Next Generation Scholars and the Marin County Public Defender's Office.
Hi, my name is Gina Dudley. I'm a social justice and psychology major here at Dominican. This semester, I got to work with, obviously, as Daniela just said, the Public Defender's Office and Next Generation Scholars. So what I'm going to talk about, community engaged research. I was actually in the same class as Daniela. And so community engaged research is essentially a practice that uplifts community members and places their voices at the center of the research. So not only do the community members take a leading role in every step of the process, from drafting the research question to providing qualitative data such as interviews, but it's dedicated to producing a product that or a solution that we can give back to the community, that the community can use. And interesting quote that we read in our research methods class from Cervantes Soon in her book Juarez Goes Rising was the humanization of the other, valuing the lives of all human beings, regardless of their social position or nationality, was at the core of our work. And those values really drove my service in tutoring at the Next Generation Scholars and being a legal intern. So at NGS, I worked with two boys all semester. I was tutoring in English and math. And NGS, I don't know if many of you have been there before. It's literally a house. And when I tell you they take that value and they really put it at their core. It is a family environment and they really care about the students as people and not just as academics. And that leads me to my key takeaway, which was public schools should really start valuing the students farther than academics, because their academic motivation is so much more present when they feel valued as more than just a student. Um, and then at the public defender's office, I had several notable moments. I got to assist one of the attorneys in going through over 600 juror questionnaires to try and spot any bias that may be present, because it was a Latino defendant in the murder case. And basically, after I read through all of those, I gave it back, and they were able to dismiss the jurors who obviously had shown clear bias. I then also worked with Clean Slate, filing over 100 sealing and expungement petitions. The way this benefits the community is they're then able to go find better housing opportunities and job opportunities. And really uplifting working with the community members. They all show just an immense amount of drive to be the best version of themselves, and it's really inspiring. And then my final and honestly my biggest, the accomplishment I'm most proud of this semester, is I got to shadow the immigration attorney and work on two separate immigration petition cases where you file a petition to the court and basically say they didn't take their immigration status into consideration when charging the defendant. And we filed the petition, included a bunch of character letters, professional certifications. We worked really closely with the client to find a bunch of supporting documents. And all the charges were vacated against him, and he's no longer at risk for deportation. And he has been for 23 years. So it was a big accomplishment. And I was really happy. And so to close out, throughout my time at the public defender's office, I really felt like I was serving from the margins. So speaking from the margins is a topic was coined by bell hooks, essentially the space between the community and the server, where everyone's a little uncomfortable, and it's where a lot of growth happens, a lot of change happens because everybody's expanding their comfort zones. So I encourage all of you to find what you're passionate about, find those margins within the community where you can make real change, and always stay willing to learn. So thank you, and I will pass it back to Daniela.
Thank you so much, Gina. Really loved you sharing that story and all of that great advice for everyone.